Welcome to Riders Live. I'm your host, Riders, and today I'm with one of the homies that's like family. TC the Great. TC the Great. What's up, my nigga?
What's up, fam? Finally get the opportunity to bless your podcast, baby.
That's what's up. Hey, for y'all who don't know, TC the Great, he had a podcast called Jaw Jackin.
Jaw
And
Jackin, baby, Jackin.
and it's one of the reasons why I started this show. I know, like, before they started it out, he had reached out to me, but we didn't get into the details. So tell the listeners of Riders Live a little bit about yourself and the Joe Jackin platform.
Hey, so when they TC, it ain't the great. They call me on social media, but it's TC. You know how it go. Yeah, we had a podcast. My man named Bob. Back we started on iHeartRadio. We used to get it down on called Jaw Jackin. We was trying to, so the world have two brothers could be cool, and they got different opinions. Sure, ain't everybody gotta be the same. Some of your guys, your people, your life look at things different. You still can react, and function. But in reality, that shit wasn't what it was.
Damn. So for those who don't know, the Joe Jackin platform was live. So what was your role and what was Bob's role on the Joe Jackin
It was called Jaw Jackin. It was called Jaw Jackin. Bob TC's. Bob was the head. Bob was everything. Bob, he came with the idea. He came to me, and I told him, man, hey, what you never need me to do, I'll do it for you, because I really wasn't interested in the podcast. And so whatever he needed me to do, I did it. Just as long as I let them know I'm not finna be phony up here, though, because I got people that, if I'm gonna put myself out here, I got people that fuck with me too, or mess with me too. My fault, But
No, you could cuss.
okay, I know no people that mess with me too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not finna be phony to my people. They know me. They'll see me being phony day one. And if you gotta be fake to kick it, then I don't want to fake it.
Right, right.
It was a good show though. We talk about different topics. Bob's in charge of the host. They cut the gas brother. They come on the show. I never wanted to know nothing about him. I wanted to know him live. I never read up on him. He did all that. I wanted to catch them in the pure essence. So I get because you read people bio, they'll come up like they're the best person in America. There ain't no bio gonna tell you the truth. All they're gonna tell you what they feel. And so one shot. So I chose not to read none of that. I'm gonna meet him first time on the show live. That's in fact, I held. We gonna either gonna keep it 100 or we're gonna talk about it. You can't come up here with that. That's all.
The real. You brought the real to the platform.
Yeah, I tried, bro. But
So how many episodes did y'all have? How many years did y'all do the show before
I think we had a nice 2-year, almost 3-year run before we actually decided.
Ooh.
We actually decided it had to be at least 2 years at minimum. I don't know exact the show how many we did, but it was enough, that for us to have an imprint. Like we really it was going somewhere. But when you got people in your life or somebody have people in their life and that's all that matter really. You got to make them happy. That's never been me.
I'm a firm believer in you can't make nobody else happy unless you happy yourself.
I mean, that's a real saying, but I look at it like this. Why do you even care? Because if it's not affecting me, I don't care. Everybody got an opinion, man. Everybody knows the way they feel. No matter what, you can be doing the greatest thing, the best thing, and then find somebody got something to say. So I always realize in my walk in life, what people really say don't matter to me because if it ain't nobody that actually know me. So on a podcast, we have plenty of people going, coming on with their opinions, and I like it because sometimes you get to find out. You think you a certain way, you got a way you carry yourself, but you never would be able to see how you look to somebody else. You never see how it come off to somebody else. So that's why I respect all opinions. Whether
Right.
some say I was ignorant, some say I was
What?
too much. Oh man, you heard it all. But that's life. I love it because that mean you give me your feedback. I'm not. I admit I'm not for everybody. Cup of tea. I admit. If you're a
Right.
certain way, you
Yeah.
really ain't gonna. We're not gonna click up. Because
Right.
I'm not. I don't speak. I speak how I feel. I don't speak to the masses. I speak a certain way. So, in that walk in life, definitely you will get a lot of opinions about yourself.
Right. Yeah. Real is rare. Like one of my homies posted one time, he was like, "Man, I'm in a doghouse." The first thing I post is, and let me know if you ever heard of this statement, bros before hoes. You ever heard of that?
Come on, we grew up with that weak
No,
ass lie.
no, no, but I'm asking you.
Yes, I heard of. Yeah.
All right. So so that statement is not calling, somebody girl a hoe. It's just that we gotta stick together, you know?
I never agree with that though.
You didn't?
Never.
Oh, okay.
Even I was coming up, I learned experience showed me, man. And it's like that mentality is so garbage to me.
I
Talk
I
about some
I
talk
think
about
I
go ahead.
think I think that it's weak for you to post some shit that you got going on in the crib. That's what
That's
I
what it's
think.
do. Yeah, I agree with that. You don't bring your business to the world because you're gonna
No.
find out a lot of people ain't gonna agree with what you're saying. That's a
Yeah.
big old thing.
Everything ain't for the internet,
True. True.
you know.
But I don't believe no bros for hoes, man. The ladies come first in my world. I ain't gonna lie, man, because when it's all said and done in my walk in life, guys are your boy because they either, if you in the mix, you know what I'm talking
Mhm.
about. You got the ladies around, you got the guys in protection. So a lot of boys will be your guy because of what they benefit from it. Not saying a woman don't benefit, but the
Right.
loyalty to me. Now, if you can't now, if you out here banging them, all these females, you can't expect no loyalty. But if you be
Huh.
loyal to your dude and you loyal to your girl, you be a good friend. It's certain things supposed to come with that. And if you with a female and you loyal, certain things supposed to come with that. And in my experiences, the females had my back. The guys, they just want your spot. They just want your spot.
That's true. Man, I ain't never looked at it like that.
Yeah, they just want them a spot, man. Like to feel like I should do what I should do, kick it, make my little moves. And I'm telling you, long as you ain't bang none of them females, now once you start banging them, then you can't mix that business with pleasure. But parts make on business moves, long as you straight with that woman, she got your back in that business. Like a
Yeah,
man,
you
he
you
going,
you could get some money. You can make some money with women.
yeah, with the dude, they with you, but they want your spot. So say if you make your little moves or whatever you doing, so the later they gonna want to be the boss of their thing. They not gonna keep working with you. They gonna try to start their own. As a man, they want to be their own empire. You know how it go.
Right,
That woman, she knows she not finna try to be the one. She'll stay in her lane. And that's why I would realize, as long as you ain't messing with their mind,
right,
they got you 100%. The guys got to say get their stack their cheese up. They gonna go do them.
right. Daddy, let's go over here. Some money over here, Daddy.
They
You
with the
know?
dude.
Yeah.
Cat's gonna be like, man, I'm on my own thing now. I don't want to be G Money. I don't want to be, I want to be the man. That's most men. I can't knock them. That's their ambition.
Mm-hmm.
But with a female on your side, you winning. As long as you don't play with her. Now, once you start playing, then they'll get you.
You can't cross them boundaries.
Yeah, you gotta separate it.
It's nothing like a woman scorn.
You ain't lying.
Well, we love the women over here. We love the women on Rider Slide.
Oh yeah, ladies number one in America. I don't care what they say. Yeah, you got these bad ones. I like women though. Like these are some female. Every woman got a female in my book, and every male and a man in my book. That's just how I look at it.
Hey
But the
man.
women love. And them other ones, them females out here that keep doing what they do, hey, I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you because it's a sucker boy every minute. If a dude allow you to do them like that, you do. That is how I feel.
If I was single, I would not bring a female to my house. It's dangerous.
I feel you on that. I like, hey, I ain't,
You
well,
gotta
like,
be selective.
there you go. There you go. The purpose of having your own is entertaining your own, so you do got to be careful who you allow in your space. That's no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
But
I have to have a joint where you gotta get buzzed in. I could see your motherfucking ass. I remember one time this girl came to see me, man. She sat in front of my crib for a whole week. When I was in the Marines, she sat in front of my barracks. I was at my boy barracks, staying with him, watching her dumb ass, sitting out there from sunrise to sunset. I was like, I ain't coming to that room. I don't give a fuck what they told you I stayed, bitch. Nobody ain't tell you to come here.
let's be real. Let's be real about it though. You made her think something.
Hey, man.
Hey, you know the game. You young. You had her thinking something. And
I don't know. I might have put too much on her at one time. That's what I was
yeah, I
saying.
mean, we gotta put all to effect. Cause then I be hearing I'm telling these women crazy. I know women did crazy stuff with me too. But I look at what I didn't contribute to that craziness. She wasn't like that at first.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you when the crazy meter go on. When you cut everything off.
Right.
You done warned them, you done told them, but once you show them, it's
Yeah,
over.
we gotta cut them off. We gonna cut them off. That means no contact. I mean, you can't be dipping in and dipping
No.
out. You gotta really cut them off. I
Yeah.
call myself like I'm done, but then I back now. Because I was younger. When I was younger, I double back. Now I got stalk on my head.
Woo! Man, I done had nightmares about chicks.
Just living and learning, man. Get older, you understand what not to do if you want to be better with yourself.
Yeah, you like, man, I ain't finna be bothered with that shit. Mm-mm. No.
It's your podcast. I respect.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So, what kind of topics did y'all talk about on Jaw Jackin?
What's no topic that we wouldn't even approach? What no topic we would talk about? We talk about everything. You go back when I go back to them shows, you look back, a lot of stuff came to fruition. A lot
Yeah.
of stuff, we was talking about came out. It was what it was, man. 'Cause we talked about relationships, religion, whatever. We had pastors on shows. We had chiropractors on shows. We had men that know how to make women come with talking. Like, I mean, we had all kinds of shows.
y'all done had the pimps on there.
Man, we had a lot of guests, man. The ladies doing the reality show. It's actually finally came out. They show, but they was on there.
Man.
We had a lot of talking real because the platform was like my boy was more
Conservative.
more professional, more
Right.
more geared to understand and be there for the people. My job was just to see what they talk about, and if it's something that I feel it's something I need to ask, I will ask, tough questions. Like, for example, we had a mother that was on our show.
Mm-hmm.
Her son was murdered, and she was starting a nonprofit for him.
Right.
But the kick was he was trying to rob somebody, and the person he was trying to rob had a gun on him, and they killed him. So she was trying to start a not-for-profit for parents of kids that wasn't bad kids that made bad decisions and lost their life. So I say, is anything you would like to tell the other mothers out here, single mothers, that in your situation, maybe that you could tell them that you saw within yours that can help them?
Mm-hmm.
That woman turned on me, man. That show was crazy. She said, can't blame her for what you don't know kind of mother I am. I mean, she went in on me, and I was like, hold on. I didn't respond a certain way, but it was all on videotape.
Right.
She recorded it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just never understood. Like, I thought that it was a good question. So I learned in the game, ain't no such thing, no good question. The response gonna tell you whether it's a question good or not. because I just thought that maybe you want to help the other single mother. You see them do stuff like this, pay attention to this. You see this, pay attention to this, because I don't want your son to go down the same path mine went down. I'm
Right.
thinking she would be on that. No, she was defensive, man, and it turned to a great show for viewing. But it was wow.
I I'm a firm believer in that. You gotta know your kids. You
You,
gotta know your kids.
I feel raising my three. Then I got a little son. My son, he is still in high school, enjoying that. But my three, and I'm looking at the end result. You know,
Mm-hmm.
we'll never know our kids like on some grown folks stuff. The things our kids do, you probably will know. But they, as kids growing up, number things to know what you would do to them, because they got to be raised with consequences. Period.
Oh,
They actions. So
hell
long as
yeah.
the kid know my daddy ain't playing with me and my daddy this and my mama this, because I grew up without a dad. My mom wasn't playing though.
Right.
So there's certain things I couldn't do when I was young, I wouldn't do because I knew what she would do.
Exactly.
Nowadays, you know, she'd probably lock her up or something, you know, but I felt I needed all those whoopings.
Mm-hmm.
Consequences to my action, but it also made me sneaky because then I got to make sure she don't find out. So let's
It, yeah, it just had you on point. So,
yeah.
what do you think about these Chicago kids that beat up the pregnant lady and her two kids?
First of all, this had no bearing on your show. This is coming strictly from me. You know what I'm saying? The whole
No, it's cool.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On some real shit, man. They need to quit fucking playing with me. They need to quit playing me all this fake, all this empathy and all this. Don't get me wrong. That woman was sick. What them kids did was bad kid. I'm never condoning nothing they did.
Right.
But coming from a hood and a neighborhood, when I know we'd have been in trouble. When they have banned us back then, I won't grew to be the person I am.
Right.
That is be real. So we wasn't bad like that, but we'll catch, and anybody from the hood remember Slim. We'll catch Slim, old bum, pushing shopping carts. Man, we throwing the rocks off the train at this band. Kicking this car down. We a bunch of kids, and our elementary kids at that. Now, I'm not condoning what they did. I'm just saying on some grown folk stuff. When we was little in grammar school, and you get a bunch of y'all together coming through the hood, I done seen kids pick on kids. I wasn't old enough. I wasn't mentioned enough to tell them to stop. But we seen all this. And in my opinion, what them kids did was terrible. I feel them kids supposed to be suspended, of course, suspended. They supposed to get counseling. And their parents supposed to do whatever kind of discipline that the parent seem as fit.
I think they should have got an extension cord whooping when they got home.
I'm talking about that. I'm saying discipline. Nowadays, you see on that video, that white lady was whooping her kid. They took the video and they locked her up.
Why they record it?
Yeah, whoop that kid. But kids need their butt whoop. When it's all said and done, these the timeout generation, and people don't want to accept the real.
Yeah,
they not giving these kids no kind of repercussions to their actions. Putting their time out in a wall, that ain't done. That's not no discipline.
Hey, when you get home, that PS5 going to the place where it don't come back in my trunk, motherfucker.
You know, man, I ain't even playing with mine. They all knew. I'm not playing with. You know, I've been through experience. My oldest called the police when I whooped it. You know, I've been through that back then. And it didn't mean shit.
I know you like that. You still gotta live here.
Listen what I'm saying, man. I'm not knocking her because that's what they tell them at school. When we was shorties, we was told, listen to our parents. They telling them kids, if you get a whooping, you could call the police on your parents. They telling these kids that at school.
Hey, I got my ass whooped in the school. That damn paddle hurt.
You know what I'm saying? But like now, like it make like we was raised wrong. Get wrong. We kind of brutal. You know, my man play.
Right.
But what they put in the kid. You know, like now they don't want to whoop them. So them kids to me should be suspended, disciplined, counseled, and let them know what's not going on. People acting like these kids have made that up on their own. They watch their social media. They watch all this stuff.
They learned it from somewhere.
And they kids. Don't they act like grown ups. I understand your emotions, and I'm not finna debate no emotions. But on some facts is that if you was judged by real mistakes or bad things, whatever you done in elementary school, if you was judged on that, man, come on, man. Come on.
Right. You remember they used to say everything you do until you get a certain age, the marks go on your mama soul. You remember they used to say that?
Mhm. That's how I look at it. And I do not think them parents supposed to go to jail. No. As all our community want to do, throw somebody in jail, all that weak stuff. Those parents need to realize, hopefully realize, whatever they was raised, how they raised their kid, it ain't effective. And I hope they realize, because everybody's supposed to learn in this moment. Then I feel sorry for that woman. That was bogus. Them kids was bogus.
Yeah, they was bogus. Hey,
But
let me ask you this. Which
yeah,
one you think worse, TC? A cell phone with the internet or a gun?
I mean, the gun.
The gun? Okay.
Don't get me wrong, the cell phone is horrible. That's why my kids don't get no cell phone. They got to high school. I didn't care what nobody said.
Right. Nigga,
I
you
hate
ain't got
that.
no job. You ain't on no after school activity. Go
Ain't
sit
about,
down.
ain't about none of that, fam. It's about we know better. They can go on that bomb and Google
Yeah.
these sucks, how to make this. They can
Yeah.
whatever come across their mind.
Yeah.
No, the gun still is worse though, because
They can
in a
act
small
off
person
that.
hands,
They can act off that. Yeah.
they can actually end a life. With the phone, it'll mess up their mentality, but they still be going through life with a different mentality. But if they shoot somebody, it's over. You know, it's like that gun is ending. So even though I don't like these phones and stuff, but they ain't finna, it don't even compare to the guns in the wrong hands.
No, it don't. Hey, I agree with you because they just had these they just had these lightings of the trees downtown at the Mag Mall, and the shorties done shot that shit up 2 days in a row. That's crazy.
Well, come on, let's be real for a minute, though, fam. Let's be real. We have a real conversation. This is how to build Jaw Jack, real conversation.
Okay.
How they keep being mad at when we gonna stop going for the okie doke and look at for what it is? They keep being mad at these kids for doing all this shooting, but not mad at the companies making these extendos. They making these extendos.
Yeah.
These
And
kids in the crib building no 50-shot clip. They making them.
they
And they
getting it
making them
offline
accessible.
too.
Come on, man. Yeah, don't get me wrong. They should know better. But that shouldn't even be an option.
Right.
You should be able to put a 45 to 30 shots. You should be able to even. Why would you make a gun to do that? Why is they doing that? Why ain't nobody jumping on them? I ain't taking no pass for the crazy people that's doing stuff with these guns. No. But there is no way, unless you take me to one of these hoods, whether it's a black hood, white hood, Hispanic hood, I don't care where it is, and show me they got some place in there where they making these drums. If you can't show me they ain't making these, they're not manufacturing their own drums, then y'all making them. Why is you making the guns like that?
Exactly.
Nobody want to talk to them. They want to go after look at the result of it. They just praying set up 100 shots, 100 shit, 100 this, but added this, and wait a minute. None of them, man. So you telling me y'all ain't gonna put no pressure on the gun people to hold on? What's the purpose? You not selling to the military? What's the purpose of you selling guns to civilians with all those capabilities? Then they'll act like they're not gonna fall in the hands of people who out there on that. That shouldn't even be an
Right.
option.
Because I think that they shut down what they want to shut down, and that's it.
You know, I ain't making a passes for the people in the hood and people shooting everybody, but can you imagine back then when stuff
Woo!
and they give it like because everybody that was plugged back then everybody ain't had no background.
No.
18, 19, we in it. Get
Mhm.
all the guns and you got 100 rounds, stendo clips, all this stuff. I can't even imagine being access to that stuff. So I'm not knocking.
No.
Now what they doing they need they need their ass whooped, like on some
Right.
grown folks. Don't get me wrong. I ain't never get on the catch no passes.
Do you think the parents are more lax now?
No, man. I just really think. I mean, we could say
Or is
more
it a
lax.
worse time? The
It's just
times is
the options is different. It's a different
yeah, they got more options, yeah.
most stuff to do, and then it's like, and people don't realize that's why I don't got Facebook and the rest of that stuff. I can't do. No, you gotta understand what it is, man.
Mhm.
People are following.
Programming.
They know it. Now, women, grandmamas. Let's be real. Grandmamas like 50ish, but I'm 50 like the old school 50.
Nah.
These 50, these people our age, man, be dressing, still dressing nice, going to the clubs, going to kick it. They mad in on generation and raising their grandbabies, right? They have, but some don't even want to watch them.
I know.
Let us be real.
I know.
They in there making the fan and step with their boots, and they on that bullshit. They ain't thinking about their family and generation. Our grandmama thought about our family. That's why when grandmama died, somebody died, the family break it fucking apart.
Yeah.
Cause ain't nobody thinking like that no more. So I ain't saying the women more lax. It's just different options for these women. Half of them been through stuff, and the first thing they think about when they go through stuff is they gotta find them. So they fit and be doing them. They not thinking about nothing else.
How many times have you heard somebody say, "Oh, I don't care what the fuck y'all do, I'm out of here."
Not no more. I don't hear that no more.
That's crazy.
Motherfuckers, people do now.
Mm-hmm.
For real though. You rarely say like, "What y'all on?" Man, I ain't on that. You know, because they made fun of, let's be real, they made fun of Trey.
Mm-hmm.
We grew up watching Boys in the Hood. He got out that drive by. They made fun of him. So
Yeah,
nobody
they
want to
did.
be that. No, they made it nobody want to be that.
Mm-hmm.
No, but that was
Mm-hmm.
the best thing to do because you wasn't in there. You ain't about that. What you even doing there?
Right.
No.
So let me ask you this. Speaking of Boys in the Hood, and this movie is kind of similar but not, but it's like the mode for all of the movies like that. Coolie High and Boys in the Hood.
What about it?
They similar, but Coolie High, it was sad, but it had that straight up unfiltered shit. You ain't getting none of that high yellow bitch and all that. Hey, you better carry your bald head ass on out of here. All that type of shit. Hey, let them go, Jack. You know?
Oh, I like Coolie High.
I love it.
That's about the truth. I like Coolie High. But it wasn't a Boys in the Hood. Mm-mm. It wasn't that. I relate to Boys in the Hood. That's
Oh man.
because what I mean by that is this. Don't get me wrong. Sneaking the party, trying to get the girls and all that cool stuff. But like, but Boys in the Hood shows some real stuff that I feel Cooley High didn't even approach. It's like that father ain't there. The way they set Boys in the Hood up, it showed the importance of that. Now I'm not saying Cooley High didn't have no hidden messages too. But Boys in the Hood was what I saw how niggas was with no
It's
daddy.
more relatable, yeah.
Yeah, it was more relatable. Cooley High was a good move. Don't get me wrong. I like
Yeah.
Cooley High when nobody said nobody like Cooley High. But like,
Hey, this nigga said he don't like Coolie High.
right, you know how that go. I like
I'm
Cooley
just
High was a good
playing.
move. But Boys in the Hood, like Boys in the Hood, it menace to society is undoubtedly
Yes.
some real classics.
Hey, hey, Coolie High is the bar for the classics. But Menace to Society and Boys in the Hood. Hey, my grandmama loved Menace to Society. She like when they say, "Hey, nigga, shut up. Y'all both acting like some bitches." That's
That's
one
what I'm
of
saying. Like
those things.
Cooley High, that's not.
It's before your time, our time.
it was it, right. That was a different era, you
Right.
know. And I'm not knocking it, you know,
Mhm.
but you know, menace to society, and boys in the hood. Come on, man. Those those
They good.
was the bars and everything else, because it was surreal. It showed some stuff that really exists and it still exists in the hood.
Yeah.
It
Y
do.
I think they were the precursor to all this shit. And, Grand Theft Auto video game, all that shit. I look at it like programming, not the movies, but like Grand Theft
Yeah.
Auto, these
But
shit
again,
like,
in that
oh,
in
huh?
that in that in that Grand Theft Auto case, the video game case, I blame straight parents. I blame straight parents
Yeah, that that's what I'm
because
saying.
life is about. Listen, you you supposed to let that kid know what this ain't
Exactly.
before he even indulge in it. Like you can have fun, but you know it ain't real. 'Cause I bought my son young. I bought him. And
Mhm.
that's what I told. Listen, it's a video game. Don't you ever think you're supposed to be riding around trying to catch at people that dumb shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Don't you this is a video game. Don't you, you have to break it down to them. Like
Yeah, it's called guidance.
sometimes you see that shit because what is true though, if you get hold to a gun, you can't jack a motherfucker. They showing you how to do it.
Mhm.
So if the wrong man do that, they'll strictly go after memory recollection, okay, and they'll do what they remember. So I ain't saying it's a healthy game, but if it's a game to me, and I'm not damn if a game gonna beat me as a parent. No,
I know. Hey, you see this
what the hell you
motherfucker?
going to
As soon as
play?
you finish playing it, I'm gonna give it back to you when I think you can have it again.
Sure, you can play that game all you want. I dare you act like my son. No, I ain't hearing it. And I'm just speaking on my experience.
I
I got
already know.
60-year-old. I ain't hearing that. He ain't playing with me. I ain't playing with him. He
Uh,
know
uh,
what it is and what it ain't. And I don't. I feel as a father, that's what you're supposed to be. I don't not no other father philosophies or none of that. If you're in his life, well,
no, you
it ain't.
supposed to lead. You
Don't
supposed
know
to
what it
lead
ain't.
as a man. You supposed to
Right?
guide as a
Ain't none of
father.
that. Ain't
Yeah,
none of that. You my man. I love you. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I told him I just related my life. My son beat it. I related to the video game. I said, listen, man, I'm your cheat code. Daddy been through it
exactly.
all. You hear me?
There you
I'm
go.
your cheat code. Use me for your life, man. I'm your cheat code to life.
Yeah,
And he called me for all, hey, I'm his cheat code.
that's it.
Real talk. I've been through too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fathers are important.
Buried out. And then like, see, yes, on some real grown folk stuff, man. Like
Hmm.
these dads out here, they ain't fathers, man. It's hard to blame these women because they weren't even supposed to be going through it like this. They
That's
not
true.
supposed to be. Now, I see 100 though. They dropped the ball because them daddies wasn't there. So some kids was raised under your watch, and y'all raised all them crazy little dudes out here under y'all watch. Y'all daddy wasn't there. That's sad, but what you gonna do? And they lot of them dropped the ball. It's some good mothers, but a lot of them dropped the ball.
Yeah, man.
But these dudes out here that make babies, I'm supposed to make them have a test together so they know it is theirs or not. After
Hmm.
that, if you don't take care of your kid, man, you ain't supposed. I think you only supposed to be. I don't think you're supposed to be able to make money, enjoy life if you don't
Hey,
take care of your kid.
they take your license away if you don't do what you're supposed to do, you know?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. It's certain times I agree with it, and this time I agree with it. All them dudes need to be locked up. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna take your kid. You gotta do at least 21 years till he get grown. You gotta do it. That's how I see it. They won't want me make no laws because
A lot of shit is stopped.
have the effect you have on your son not being in his life is already dramatic.
Yeah, it is.
Then think about the trauma you put the mama through.
Yeah.
That she with all that shit you put on her, she finna raise her, man. You just set off a nuclear bomb being a low deadbeat goof ass dude.
Yeah.
in my opinion, they supposed to be locked up. And I ain't talking about no day. I'm talking about 18 years straight lockdown, 23 or
Mm,
one. I mean, miserable because that's what you did to these. You gave them no chance. I don't care
exactly.
what you gave them no chance to make your just life, man. You don't deserve nothing. You don't deserve nobody talking to you.
I agree.
Talk to some kid, you swear you should have nobody to talk to. Fuck you, you ain't shit.
Hey, TC, so if you could leave anything with the listeners of Riders Live, besides the Bears beat the Steelers, and we know that at the time of this recording, I'm a Steelers fan. We took the L. If you could leave anything with the listeners of Riders Live, what would it be?
Wow, that's loaded. First of all, support my man. Let's be 100, man. Support Ryder's a good dude, knew for years before all this stuff. So support Ryder. So now I definitely leave with that. I like to lead to the men a message that's listening. Man, have accountability and take care of your business, man. That's all we ain't got getting ain't no such thing as she won't let me see my kid. Man, come on, man. I ain't out of none of that. Take care of your business. And I tell the brothers, be accountable and take care of your business, man. Enjoy your peace. Take care of your business, though. Definitely be accountable, fellas. The ladies, man, oh my God, there's so much to say. I don't even want to go there, but I can't believe I'm so disappointed in the ladies sitting up here letting these bust downs lead them. Ain't no more Claire Huckles, ain't no more women acting real no more. Now y'all out here talking about Cardi B, right? Like, oh my God. Come on, women. Come on, women. Like, come on, quit playing. Come on, man. Quit letting these hoes guide y'all, man. Where the women at? That I want. I'll leave that to the ladies. Where y'all at, man? Y'all know better. Like, come on. That's how
Okay. Hey,
I
and
don't
let
talk
people.
about all that other stuff, man, because people gonna live their life. It is how I look at life. Like, look, the downfall of all these shorties because men and women ain't men and women no more. What it's all said and done, 'cause there's no way you would be a certain way to act like that with your parents gonna find out.
Right. You'll be too ashamed.
Come on,
So,
it's like when you love your parents, like mom and them, daddy and them, you ain't gotta be together to raise this kid.
no.
And these kids, the problem, I like their mask. I like the fact this new generation ain't going without on each other. Like, hey, I don't put that shit on each other.
Right.
Because I ain't knocking them, man. It's two worlds out here. And people don't want to accept that.
That's true. Let people know where they can find you.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't nowhere. I just go at work, man. I don't be trying to find nobody. Nobody to find me. I got a Facebook page, TC the Great. But I do got a show I'm working on with somebody. So when that come out, then I don't like to speak on it till I know it's real.
That's what's popping.
Yeah.
Hey,
A couple people asked me that they want me to do it. It's like, you ain't do Jaw Jackin, man. You should come on my show. So I had a couple people want me to do it, because
yeah,
no
bring it
problem.
back.
Yeah, no problem. Then, I don't even want no money. I don't want nothing. I just do it for what it is. If it makes it real, put me on. But other than that, I think it's certain stuff supposed to be said. I know I'm gonna get booed. I know I'm gonna get some thumbs down. I'm gonna get some wild comments because everybody ain't accountable. But I think
So
still
good.
it need to be heard out here, man. It need to
Yes,
be heard.
sir.
It ain't gonna help nothing, but it still need to be heard.
I agree. Riders, TC the Great. Peace.
Love.